Well, after the NSA-level talks were called off last month, a high-level delegation of Pakistani Rangers will be holding bilateral talks with their counterparts, the BSF. Now, after the Pakistani Rangers delegation arrived in India, the talks will take place from September 10th to the 12th. In the crucial three-day meet, India and Pakistan's border force will discuss tension at the line of control and cross-border infiltration. Now, India is expected to lodge a strong protest with Pakistan over endless ceasefire violations and the recent attacks on BSF personnel. The border talks between the countries are taking place after 1.5 years.
Sir, are you positive about the talks?
Yes.
Yes, sir, especially regarding ceasefire violation and infiltration bill. How positive are you about the talks?
I'm positive, yes.
Well, India is all set to counter Pakistan at the crucial border-level talks that take place shortly. According to sources, BSF will also register a strong protest over the continuous infiltration bids by the terrorists and the spurt in ceasefire violations. India is also going to propose measures to reduce tension at the border, and with Pakistan trying to involve the United Nations, India is also going to oppose any proposal by Pakistan that the UN should monitor the international border. Well, clearly, tension is mounting between India and Pakistan just ahead of those crucial talks. Pakistan's National Security Advisor, Sartaj Aziz, has warned India against launching any covert operation to nab Dawood Ibrahim and Hafiz Saeed. Threatening India, Pakistan's NSA said that India will face serious consequences of its adventures, and this latest provocation comes just 2 days after Pakistan's Army Chief Raheel Sharif raised the Kashmir issue, saying that Kashmir should be solved as per the UN resolutions. And even as Pakistan's provocations continue unabated, the terror outfits continue to flourish to there. India today has also accessed video of the Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists waiting in the wings to infiltrate into India.
तमाम इश्यूज़ पर बात नहीं होगी, जो आउटस्टैंडिंग इश्यूज़ हैं उनका हल नहीं निकाला जाएगा तो ताल्लुकात कैसे बेहतर हो। ऐसा कोई इत्तेमाल नहीं है। खुदा खास्ता अगर कोई ऐसी बात हुई तो भरपूर जवाब दिया जाएगा। तो किसी की ये तवक्को हो कि वो ऐसी चीज़ करके they can get away with it, ये ख्याम।
Well, our correspondent Shujaul Haq joins us live from Srinagar, and our correspondent Kasbar joins us live from Islamabad. Shuja, let me come to you now. The India-Pakistan DG level talks assumes a lot of significance, especially in the wake of the bitter collapse of the NSA level talks. But what can one really expect? Because all this while, Pakistan has been just shifting the blame to India for the continuous ceasefire violations.
Well, that's right. Avantika, that's the big problem here. When you talk about this particular meeting, this is between the guards who are at the forefront on the international border. From our side, it is the BSF, and from their side, it is the Rangers. And the predominant issues are cross-border, ceasefire violations, cross-border activities, particularly infiltrations that happen, and also the other issues. When you see all these points, the majority of the impact that that happens because of these things is on the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Let me just point out one thing. In the year 2014, there have been at least 430 ceasefire violations that have happened only along the international border in Jammu division, while as on the line of control, about 150 ceasefire violations have happened, and numerous lives have been lost and property worth crores damaged because of the ceasefire violations. So it is the brunt that comes on the state of Jammu and Kashmir and the people living here, which is something that is a point to focus upon. And despite all the negativism and lack of optimism, there would be a lot of people in the state of Jammu and Kashmir who would wish that these talks would be successful, so that some relief can come to them. You know what happened with NSA level talks. There is a viewpoint that there is some sort of negativism in terms of the acceptability when it comes to issues like who starts the fire first on the international border or the line of control whenever a ceasefire violation happens. Pakistan always says that they are not the first ones. So those will be the challenging issues that will have to be ironed out in a meeting like this, so that some positivity is brought about on the ground.
Okay, so positivity, that's an interesting word you use. Kaswar, how is Pakistan viewing these talks? What have you been hearing in the media in Pakistan? We've seen numerous provocations from Pakistan just to incite, to provoke and instigate India in the past when the NSA level talks were to happen. But how is, the reaction to the DG level talks?
Yeah, as my colleagues, Mr. Shujah has rightly said that uncertainty persists before the talks as well. So Pakistani side is concentrated on two sides. First, they believe that Pakistani taking this meeting as opportunity to resume the talks with India first. And the other thing is, I see what I have been talking to my sources as well. I believe the talks would be failed. There are high chances. There are chances that talks would not be failed because Pakistani sides would insist that it is the Indian side that has violated the line of control all the time. And this is what Pakistan's Federal Minister for Information and Broadcasting told me last night, that we are going to raise the point that it was Indian side that has always violated line of control. And we would appreciate to know that Pakistani side during last 1.5 months summoned Indian High Commission in Islamabad to Foreign Office, I think 3 or 4 times, to protest the violation of line of control. So,
right.
The thing is, Pakistani side will be insisting that it's the Indian side that has been violating the line of control, and on the other hand, India has crucial evidence as well that it was not Indian, rather it was Pakistani side that has been violating the side. So I think talks are likely to go on the back burner. I don't see any sort of progress resulting out of these talks.
Okay, Kaswar and Shujah, thank you both for joining us and getting us the very latest. So all eyes will be on those crucial talks between the Pakistan Rangers and the BSF, which are going to happen in the next 3 days. We'll continue to get you lots more news and updates on that. Well, after provocation along the line of control, Pakistan has now resorted to water treachery. According to intelligence agencies, Pakistan could deliberately pollute the water along Rajasthan's border. In a meeting of internal security, army representatives have cautioned the local administration in the bordering areas of Barmer in Rajasthan. And adding to this latest provocation, Pakistan's antics along the border in Jammu and Kashmir still continues. In fact, on Monday, 1 civilian was killed and 7 were injured after Pakistan troops yet again resorted to firing along the line of control.
गांव में पब्लिक रहती है, वो सब उनको मालूम है कौन अनजान आदमी है, कौन बाहर से आदमी आता है, तो ऐसी कोई गतिविधि है तो वो जनता खुद सावधान रहती है और बराबर ध्यान रखती है। ये हमारी जनता से अपील है कि वो ध्यान रखे इसका। जो है आंतरिक सुरक्षा की जो हमारी बैठक है, जिला कलेक्टर महोदय प्रति माह एक बार लेते हैं और एक सामान्य गवर्नमेंट की व्यवस्था है, तो अचानक वाली बात को नहीं, ये नियमित व्यवस्था है।